2,
There you go.
1.
Back with another episode of the Sand and Boot First podcast. Highs and lows. Eagles stink. Phillies are looking at the playoffs. Come on back. Lots to talk about after a week off. You're listening to the Sand and Boot First podcast. Professionals. Always.
Boo, 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 boo. Boo, 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 boo.
9:30. Good evening and welcome to another episode of the Sand and Boot First podcast, coming in live from the Northeast Pole, Santa Sweaty Sack Studio. We are ready to go. It was another week off. Another rough Eagles game. We got the Phils playoffs staring us in the face. So lots to talk about. Before we get started, thanks to our sponsors, Mama Mia's Pizzeria. Fine pizzas, little chicken pizza tonight. Schmitty's favorite swear. Little onion rings. I haven't had the onion rings in a while. Rings for kings, as DJ said.
Good.
Pops, fine whiskeys. Jay's going to be in here at some point. We're getting him in here. He's busy. He's a busy man. He's got a new launch. He's out there doing his stuff. I think he might also be doing a collection for folks down in North Carolina that need some help after the hurricane going through there. So check out Pops McCann's Whiskey on Facebook. See what Jay's got going on. Stockyard Sandwich Company. Fine sandwiches and other sundries down there.
Sundry. We don't use that kind of language on this show, Jimmy.
Sorry.
Sundries.
I forgot we're in a Ryan
What the hell's wrong with you?
uneducated area of the PC.
You don't even know what a sundry is. You just saw it in a
Sundress?
book one day.
It was on my word of the day calendar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just to hope it fit.
Who else? Gradient Insurance. Matthew Michael Gorman. You need insurance. Give
Our-
Gradient a chance.
Our Mike needs a blue pill.
Guys.
Blue chill.
Our beer for the evening. This is a fine Merlot whiskey barrel aged Ella. Barrel style quad aged in apple brandy barrels and Merlot whiskey.
That's actually the best one.
This is the best one.
That's the best
Give it
one.
a taste.
All right, let's taste it up, boys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to Phil
So Brody gets some.
doing something.
Thanks, Smitty.
Mitchkov.
Mitch Koff. Paul George.
Drake London.
Touchdown, Drake London.
That one's pretty good.
Not bad.
You downed it? All right.
He had a sip.
Jeez.
He had just a little sip.
Oh.
All right.
Tastes like ass.
Where do we want to start?
Well, we didn't even go around the table.
Oh, yeah.
We didn't take
I'm your boy.
People don't know who we are.
All right, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. For those that don't know
Yeah.
us, I'm your bartender for the evening, Jim Marcus. To my left, the young man, Brody Marcus,
Devin, a.k.a. Devin White.
a.k.a. D. White.
Yeah, we'll call him D. White.
fan.
Ah,
Devin White fan club president.
To his left, the elder statesman, Donald Kennedy Deke Martin.
what's going on, James?
Evening, sir. The Martins, but sporting fresh cuts. To his left, the Don, the nicest hair in the day, as we like to say.
Every
DJ
day.
Martin.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir. To his left, the ruthless one, the AP, Ryan Smitty. What's up,
I just
Smitty?
want to let you know that this is election season, and there's only one person that should run this country, and it's the pilot, Jim Marcus.
You can write me in.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
I won't accept it. You can write me in.
What a suck up. What the hell's wrong with you?
Keeping us live and on the air behind the camera there.
Money Moss for
is
BP.
Money Pop Moss. What's going on, Nate?
Money Moss for BP.
I'm happy. That's pretty strong.
It's a strong ticket.
Strong ticket.
Yeah. I don't know. I would
Deke,
like to
said,
see a
Deke
debate.
says he'll be your maid. He'll wear a dress and clean the White
Be
House.
my first lady.
I mean,
Wow.
He looks like one.
No.
I would
You'll
like-
definitely win if you do
I
that.
would like to see a debate.
Yeah, we should have a debate.
Dude, I'd take Trump down.
Do you guys
Actually, we should do our own debate.
We should do our own
debate?
Eagles
Yeah.
debate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With questions by
One night
Nate.
we just set it up like Nate will be the host.
And we just
And-
answer questions.
and
Nate.
you
You
just
got
like-
2 minutes to answer.
Yeah. 2 minutes.
You guys start working on it.
I mean, Deke, that would be a long time for him. He's usually
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Oh my god.
No, I'm saying
Usually
I'm
the
talking about his
stories are-
answers.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's very quick and to the point.
Usually his stories are
You
dragged
listened to
out.
this podcast before?
Well, on this day, look at he's got 5 pages of sports and history
Damn right.
No staple this
Comes
time.
prepared.
That is hefty. Why?
Comes prepared.
because he's going to go through and read it all.
Dude.
I'm not doing every single one. It's only the ones highlighted.
This is
Relax.
an hour, supposed to be an
It's
hour
only the
long
ones that are
podcast.
highlighted. Chill.
And you're killing all these trees. You can't just write it down.
No,
You're killing all these trees.
You couldn't just take a picture with your phone?
you couldn't
There's
all
like
just
one
kick my
line
ass.
highlighted each page.
We're not language tonight. We're going to be.
It's one word highlighted each
I
page.
know it's that one I got to read, you knucklehead.
my
I
God.
have to print it at the office.
Yes, absolutely.
You can't just go on a post-it note and like write.
No.
It. Oh my God.
Dude, he's old
He
school.
probably can't read his own handwriting.
Oh, I can. I got an 8th grade penmanship award.
Penmanship?
Penmanship. Penmanship.
Yeah.
Huh.
You guys
Huh.
both. You guys got to stop cursing tonight. It's a family show.
I said pop.
No, before you said something, and I told you to watch your language when you said the D. Just no cursing.
Did I
tonight.
drop an S word or an F word?
Yeah, I think
No,
it
I
was.
did not.
Okay.
Shut the front door.
I'll drop the next word. Let's talk about these shitty Eagles. We ready?
Yeah,
Ready to get into it?
yeah.
Yeah.
Do we want to throw all the caveats out there?
Do you
that-
want to plplay
didn't
Fortnite with me?
have-
Do you want to play
Is it
Fortnite?
They didn't have
Caveats
a-
or caveats?
caveats?
I've always heard caveats, but go ahead.
Scenario or scenario?
Scenario.
Scenario.
Tomato,
So what's
tomato.
what's the
Gotta be
scenario? Here we go, yo. So what's the
Scenario.
scenario?
Ay. Can we get into the game?
I'm trying to talk about the
That's
Eagles.
what people are waiting on
So
with
we got-
bated breath.
Yeah, they're waiting for
According
you
to
to
their
cry
team-
about the
According to
team.
the offense was out, right?
More than a quarter.
Arguably 3 of the top 5 players.
And the
on team.
linemen couldn't
right?
stay in because they were.
So take that for what it is. I'm not happy with the job that Nick's doing. Jalen's not been looking great,
Correct.
but to me, it's still the defense is a problem. The defense is the biggest problem on this team.
I mean, there's
you
a
can
guy,
bring AJ and
there's
and
a guy
Jimmy
that
back.
performed really well in the Super Bowl that's just sitting at home. Maybe he deserves a chance. Devin White.
I'm talking about.
I was like, what Super Bowl?
Yeah.
I'm trying to think.
I
back
mean,
to
he
Super
had a
Bowls.
great game in the Super Bowl. What do you have? 3 sacks?
That was how many years ago?
That's all right.
Come on, dude.
It's all right. You guys are living in
There
the
was a whole
ghost of
pandemic.
you guys are living in the ghost of N'Kobe Dean. N'Kobe Dean's staring at everybody's numbers. Everybody talks about the tackles he makes. He gets burned every play.
You can't blame Devin White because he's not on the field.
True.
N'Kobe Dean can't cover, dog.
What I didn't like was Fangio after the game was talking about how he did not make adjustments, even though they were staring him in the face and he realized it. And still, he says, oh,
What?
the D-backs have the option if they feel comfortable enough to press cover, but it's not, I'm not forcing them to do it if they don't want
I mean,
to.
you do the same thing every week. You ramble and you don't make adjustments. So what's the
Right.
difference?
So he's allowing
Right?
the D-backs to decide if they want to do
Yes.
play man or play
Yeah.
Dude, they're out there
Yeah.
having conversations.
What kind
Yeah.
of coaching is that?
First of all,
That's
there's
hard.
one good person in that secondary, and he's a rookie. The rest of them have been ass.
You mean CJ had something good?
CJ's given up 4
CJ's
touchdowns. He wants
He
to
had
go.
one big tackle.
All right, CJ, let's go through. Stinks or ass?
I'll say
CJ.
I'll say
Stinks.
stinks.
CJ. All right.
Stinks.
All right. Darius Slay.
Ass. Complete ass.
Double ass. Double chunk chocolate cookie ass.
How about Avonte Maddox? Dude, come on.
Ass. Ass.
More ass.
Double cheek stuff
Stanky ass.
on
How
a
about that?
Thursday afternoon.
Stanky hairy ass.
How about McCollum? He was out there.
You can't.
All
I'm not
right.
gonna blame him.
Stinks.
Probably shouldn't be out there.
Stinks.
Quinion.
Good.
Smells like roses.
No, very
right,
good.
right?
He gave up 2 catches to Evans.
That's right. And he told him he's
At least he'll talk shit. I mean, the other guys are like out
He's
there.
not asking him out on
Yeah,
the date to
Darius,
play.
no, Darius Slay's
Fortnite.
like, man, we've been doing this our whole career together. Isn't this great? You want to come on my podcast? And I can talk about my teammate to Michael Parsons? Dude, did you see how many
I'm not
Eagles
happy with
that are
either.
part of their history that are like taken back by that?
Yeah.
Even Dawkins said
Even-
something.
If you get Dawkins out of
Yeah, if you get Dawkins
out
on
of,
Twitter
like,
commenting out
this
of Jesus,
cave that he lives in,
yeah, dude, there's a problem.
This culture of this team is not good.
And who's
And
that?
goes to the coach. That
Right.
goes right up to the head coach.
Right.
and he's a captain.
Who else? I mean, literally, who played well on the defense on Sunday? Other than Mitchell, who
no,
played well?
no one.
What, Graham had a sack?
Good job.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because he went in
Oh,
on
man,
touch.
Graham.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but who else?
That's
Carter
didn't play
well.
No,
We're
none of
fighting
them did.
Milton Williams got a little pressure. Like,
No, it
So,
was It was a complete reversal from the week before.
The
against
problem
Saints.
is I feel like all I heard this week was more about the offense and the defense. And I honestly believe the defense is a bigger problem long-term than the offense. When AJ comes back,
Yeah.
when Smitty comes back,
I'm the one that
when Lane Johnson comes back.
Oh, yeah.
I'm with you.
Yeah, I saw that.
But if they put up 40, are they going to be able to stop the other teams from putting up 50?
Not
way the team
necessarily.
look right now.
Not necessarily.
The good thing is the next stretch of games we have, none of those teams look like they should be putting up 50 points.
No.
Blue Chew.
No.
Well, are we even putting up 40 though?
I mean, look,
If
if
this offense comes back healthy, they should.
This is one thing I will say. I know you guys were saying it was just week one, but week one when they had the whole team, they had, 450 yards offense. They ran the ball, they passed the ball.
Yeah, but look at the Packers now.
And-
they look pretty ass.
Yeah, but
That defense stinks. They just got smoked at home by the Vikings.
oh, you were like on the Darnold's chubby.
I think he's playing pretty well right now.
Quarterback in the league.
Yeah, he's MVP right now.
As scary as that is.
I mean, like, I think the offense will come around. I really do.
If Hurts can stop turning the ball over,
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
I think
It's a
that's
problem.
the biggest problem with him is turnovers.
Right.
That's the second biggest problem with him.
What's the first biggest problem?
Turnovers.
That's what we just said.
Yeah, I was agreeing. The biggest problem with him is turnovers.
But you said that.
The second biggest problem is not reading the defense properly.
I don't think it's that he's not reading the defense, dude. Nobody's open.
He's been making a lot of adjustments.
Dude, even like the Barkley pass that they want to go about when he got behind, Barkley's on the sideline.
yeah,
and that's
because
where
the
it's
throw
supposed to be.
led him to
That's-
That's where it's supposed to be.
Right, but I
if
mean,
Hurts takes the split second to set his feet and throw it with a little touch, it's a touchdown.
it could be.
It was.
And I probably
It would've-
would've
yeah, it
But
would've
also, look at the one with Goddard. If they
Yeah, he
got
dropped
the
it.
ball, that goes right down the field too,
touched some
in the open
lanes.
seam.
But so you're saying Fangio said he wouldn't make adjustments.
Yeah,
He lets the guys do that. Does
he's-
he not have the personnel to make adjustments?
No, he does.
well,
Why doesn't he get that?
I-
He needs to get
whether-
Vontae Maddox off
whether
the
you
damn
have the
field.
personnel or not, you need to change things up. You're getting beat on short, quick passes. The ball's coming out fast. You got to make adjustments. Move your defensive backs up. He didn't do that.
First of all,
And I don't care if
Right.
we're comfortable or not.
I agree with that.
You got to get your ass up there.
Who's the
I'm the coach here. I'm telling you, you need to move your ass up
Who's the
because
guy that had
they're burning us whether
You're right.
not doing it. So we got to do it
Gotta do
and
something.
see if there's a difference in our play.
Who's the fast wide receiver that got a touchdown again? Burned us on Monday night last year and did it again in the playoffs. What's his name?
Palmer?
Scotty Palmer.
Why is Eli Ricks not on?
Scott Palmer.
Why are you not making that adjustment to put Ricks on there like you did with Tyreek Hill? Dude, I don't get Ricks, Ringo. None of them can play.
Yeah, none of the 3Rs are playing. Why?
Ringo's building his YouTube channel.
All right,
I
well,
get it.
fine, then he. But like seriously, like why is Cooper not in the slot? Avonte Maddox
Because
sucks.
He's a rookie.
well, not. It's not because he's
Yeah,
a
what about
rookie.
Rodgers?
It's because he missed all training camp and he's behind.
Rodgers started all
But
the
there's-
training camp and he hasn't.
Yeah, well, he also made a.
They're
bonus
talking
play.
about Cooper maybe coming in after the bye.
Right, which is what it should be. Avonte
Yeah.
Maddox's ass
Yeah.
should not be on the
It
bench.
can't be any
Even when
worse.
Bradbury's practice window's open, I'd rather have Bradbury dressed than freaking
I
Maddox.
forgot he was hurt. I was
How
like,
about they
why
interpret
was,
at him? Y'all
Yeah.
I'm really, there's guys I'm tired of. Maddox, I'm tired of. He shouldn't even been brought back last year.
Right.
Done.
That was
Darius
one of the
Slay,
questions
2 years
Philly's done
ago.
with.
Go, bye. We don't need you.
Well,
these big play slay
with
though.
losing
Who'd they lose?
Chauncey. What is his initials? CJ.
Dude, I would have
DJ.
rather rode with
When
Ringo
they
and
lost him, they
Bradbury.
thought it was necessary to bring Slay back. And you know what? I don't want to call him Slay. He's Darius.
Ooh.
Darius, no
You're
play.
getting blocked on Twitter.
Darius, no play.
Oh, he don't like that.
I don't
even
care.
That's not even his name on the depth chart. It's just Slay.
Make a play. Make a big play.
Hey, Mike Adams.
Or maybe even
Hey,
make
Mike
a play.
Evans. We've been playing football together for years.
Yeah.
Isn't it great?
I think the biggest problem everybody has with him is the podcast appearance.
Nate likes him
Yeah.
still. Nate, do you think Slay can still play?
Play at a high level or just play a body on the field?
Starter. He's a starter.
Well,
He's
yeah,
starter
he's
on this
Starter,
team.
because they're secondary.
Starter on a lot of teams.
Yeah, but secondary is really
You guys want him to be like some all-star pro. He's not that anymore.
Well, then he should be
All right.
gone. And that's what he was here to be.
But you don't have start. You don't have all pro.
I'd rather see Ringo or Ricks play. I want to see what they got.
Let's put it this way:
Yeah, I like Ringo.
if this defense keeps trending
Why don't you like
downwards,
Ricks?
you got to make a
Fast.
change, right? You need to make a
Fast.
change.
You gotta figure it out.
Yeah, you have to make
The problem is
changes.
if you make a change, you can't go back.
That's fine. You're
That's
you're
fine.
looking forward. You're not going backwards. You are, but not with this coaching staff. You're not.
Yes, you are.
Ron,
You're absolutely in the Super Bowl window.
Not the way this team's playing. And I go back to Nick. I think this is all coming down on Nick.
Dude, I'm with
The
you.
culture.
Dude, look at the
Not
offense.
being prepared.
The
The
offense-
discipline.
That all-
Dude, the offense
Yeah.
is not a Kellen Moore offense. Go back to the routes that got it around against Tampa and go Saturday. They're the same exact thing. And he tells me that I'm clueless, telling me that Nick's not running the offense.
I don't call you clueless.
Yeah, dude. Nick's running the offense. How many people think it's a Kellen Moore offense? Honestly,
I think it's
that's bull.
split.
I don't think so. There's no motion.
It's
Do you
influence.
expect it to be 100% Kellen Moore?
Why not? Nick proved that he
Now,
can.
Nick's gonna have his influence.
What do you mean? You think he's going to learn 100% of his offense? And what? How long did he have with Kellen Moore? He doesn't even know Nick Sirianni's offense all the way.
Didn't he make a comment though? Like, I'm out of it. Didn't
Yeah,
Nick say
he's-
something
yeah,
a couple weeks
yeah,
ago?
he's
Like,
all-
that's not me.
He's going to make calls.
That are bad.
You know what I mean? But I don't think it's all Nick. I think there's more in there. Like, just because it's not motion doesn't mean it's not.
I don't think. I'm going to tell you right now. This is what I firmly believe. I don't think the players have turned him out. Not just Jalen Hurts. The players in
Did he
general.
party turn him out? I said, did he party turn him out?
Maybe. No, I'm serious. Do you guys really think the players respect him? I'm not even just talking about Hurts. Who comes to war for him other than
what I hear is they enjoy playing for him. They like him and they enjoy
Well,
playing
yeah,
for
of
him.
course you're hearing that in the media, but do you see anybody like really coming to his defense right now?
Yeah, all the best.
Saying he's a great coach right now. This week after they got their asses beat.
Jason Kelsey came
Yeah,
to
I'm
his
talking about
defense.
players in that locker room right now. On the field right now. Who's backing him up right now?
I think they all would. To be honest.
I think they all would.
Who backed him up this week?
Did anybody ask them?
I'm sure they did.
respect your
Yeah, I mean,
coach?
well,
Are you backing your
I
coach?
mean,
And
what
do you
did
have
Hurts say?
confidence
We
in
have
your
our
coach?
moments.
Yeah, Hurts didn't give him a rating endorsement.
No, but
They
These have different personalities.
yeah.
Like, they have different personalities, and it doesn't mesh.
right.
You know what I mean? That's the problem.
So they're gonna have to choose one or the other.
Eventually, but that doesn't mean the goals change.
I agree with that.
No, the goals aren't going to change,
Goals
but
don't
you
change.
need somebody. I just feel like they don't
I
have.
don't like not one of you motherfuckers. But the goal is
The
still
goal's
make
here.
podcast the shit. So,
Keep the main thing. The main thing.
make the main thing. Except for Brody. Brody's my guy. For what? Brody was clapping.
He's not even paying attention.
I was reading stuff.
Yo, but I do.
For
Now I'm also going to play devil's advocate. I also think this offense is totally different once AJ comes back. Oh, 100%,
Yeah.
360.
That's not playing devil's
No,
advocate.
'cause-
Everybody agrees on that.
No, because when I said
do you
that,
mean, no?
I said
Why would
that
you
the
not
offense
agree on
shouldn't
that?
have got blamed for Tampa. Because I don't. Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Me and Brody both were like, listen, they didn't have Smitty. They didn't have AJ. This one next to me, all he said, well, they still should have won. No. Johnny Wilson, dude, not ready. Great guy, great, looks tall, great, sucks.
The Bucks have had our number for years now.
Yep.
They make
We just don't play good against
Baker.
And the
all
other
back to
thing,
Bruce
the
Arians.
other theory that you know how you guys were all this week like, oh, Saquon Barkley, Yerba Kelsey said today, right? That's what they did. They basically were like, we're going to take away the run, which they did,
Yeah.
and you're going to beat us. And John Dotson, as much as I thought he was going to be good, he looks like he stinks.
No, it doesn't look
Dallas
like
Goedert,
he does.
Dallas Goedert, without like a Devontae or an AJ next to him, I mean, in fairness, he's getting double covered. He had the dropsies. Who else? Freaking Paris Campbell and John Ross caught more catches than freaking John Dotson. It's a problem.
John Ross is- even the fact that he's on the field is.
It's a problem, dude. It's a
Yeah.
problem. It's a big problem right now.
Yes.
But
And why is Kenny Gainwell in the goal line? Why is Kenny with
Saquon
Gainwell?
was catching his breath.
Okay, then I'd rather go to the freaking dude from Clemson.
Shipley, yeah.
Gainwell sucks.
Yeah,
He
I would
can't
really
even
like
pass
to
block.
see Shipley see what he can do. Get him on the field, give him a couple cracks at it, see what he can do. He
The
can catch the
offensive
ball.
line, too, Fred Johnson, great story. He sucks.
Get him out in the
Allen
flat, throw him the
University,
ball.
dude, he had 12 pressures on him. That's the other thing. I agree with some of the things that you guys say about Hurts runs right, runs out of the pocket too quick. But if you watch that game Sunday, he had to. There's no time to throw the ball, dude. They were getting pressured all day long. It's not like he could sit back there and rip apart a defense. He couldn't. You were on the ride home from State College, so you don't have any comment.
That I clearly heard from Mike and Merrill how the game was going, and Merrill was tearing the whole team up. None of them looked good,
As he should have,
from top to bottom. And Mike was ripping Jalen on that last play of the game. Like you're saying, there's no time, but you know that you have no time. He didn't even throw the ball at that last play of the game. Now, game was pretty much out of hand already.
Oh, why you talking about
when he got sacked?
Oh,
yeah.
It was like our last chance to try to get back into it.
Your parents are chiming in here with some.
I'm not seeing the comments.
Against Cleveland, dude.
Your mom is saying Jalen Wentz.
Trevor Lawrence sucks.
Your dad says swap Hurts for Lawrence.
I would trade Hurts for Darnold.
Dude, that's the other thing. Wait, that's the other thing I'll say, too, because there's a lot of people that are comparing this to the Wentz situation. Let's remember, and we got to wait till the end of this year, the last year of Wentz, what did they win, 3 or 4 games? We haven't had that. He's been in the playoffs every year. He's been in the playoffs every year.
Yeah.
Hurts.
But he's 2 to 3 years.
And
he's
he's got
stuck.
do you put
Like Winston had nowhere near this.
Yeah, lawn chairs as receiver.
I mean Alshon's not lawn chairs.
Dude, his last year, Alshon didn't even play.
Marshawn was a shell of himself.
Yeah.
He was here.
Hurts threw on a touchdown to him though against the Saints.
Yeah.
First start.
All right.
Touche.
Do you think Hurts is Wentz 2.0 already?
No.
I think that's a little. I mean, and I love your mom to death. Great woman. But I think she's. I think we're going a little.
Never said anything
Listen,
bad about her.
Hurts
great.
is turning the ball over because right now, first, I think there's a divide between Sirianni and Hurts. Until Sirianni's not the coach, I don't think you're really going to be able to see what Hurts can do.
I got to give a shout out to Meg Blum, my niece.
What
She
she
says, the best podcast out there, Red October, here we come.
I'm with that. We're going to get to that.
I paid her $10 to say that.
What do you think? Do you think he's Wentz already? Are you there?
No, I'm not
there yet.
I'm not there. Look, Wentz had an MVP season.
Right.
And then he got hurt. And he lost.
But also, is it fair to, like, the people that are ripping Hurts for this weekend, you really think he was the sole factor? I think the defense was a bigger problem. I think Hurts could have threw 3 touchdowns and they still lose because the defense can't stop a cold.
But you still got to look at what he hasn't been doing, too, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
It's a much easier game for him with his 2 guys there.
Right.
No doubt.
Right.
No doubt.
And your top offensive lineman.
Yeah, no doubt. And if they were there, it would have been an easy win. Easy win.
Right.
I still think this team should have played better.
I agree, but where does that start with? You've said it at the beginning of the show. No, but you said it starts with the coach.
Well, the coach.
The coach have these guys ready. The last 3 weeks that they've been ready to play.
No, it doesn't seem like it.
Like ready to play.
The Saints game, the defense came ready to play.
Okay. Atlanta game, were they ready to play?
For 3 quarters, yeah. I mean, they were winning and looked competent.
And who made some of those calls that probably caused them to lose? Not going for 3. This goes back to a lot of things that he does. It's cockiness, dude.
Yeah. And it's also his analytics bullshit that he believes in. Going for it on 4th and short when you could just take the points and play it safe. But the analytics say you should go for it. Here.
I mean, what is Hurts still 5th in the league in passing yards, I think, right? Isn't he or something?
Yeah, because they're losing all the time, probably.
Well, no, because they don't have – I mean, they're shutting down Saquon.
Isn't that horrible, though, that you have Saquon Barkley and your quarterback's throwing the ball that many times?
The analytics. Did you see Kelsey's quote?
Yeah.
I'm with that. Stats are numbers. Yeah. Numbers are nerds. Yeah. Nerds are losers.
Yeah,
yes. I agree. Nerd.
Yep. What do you think the biggest problem on the team is right now? Do you think it's the defense or is it Hurts?
It's the defense.
The defense.
Like, do you believe that next Sunday you're going to see a different Hurts with Brown and Smith back and Lane?
Hopefully they come back, number one. If so,
they are
yes.
coming back.
If so,
back.
Brown's already said he's back.
Can I say something controversial? All right, we like to blame certain individuals for reasons why Eagles or Philly teams lose. Ever since Big Dom became part of the limelight, it's been downhill.
Oh, shit.
I hate how they keep...
That is true. The San Francisco game.
A curse.
Oh, man.
There's a lot of guys on this team.
I feel like it's not talked about enough.
Not for the team.
Yes.
There's a lot of...
It's not talked about enough is where, like...
Big Dom, but where does that start? That you go coach that allows...
Yes. The coach likes his face in front of the camera just as much as everybody else.
You know,
right.
it's all about like as soon as that game was over last week and people start ripping on the team like right away, and people are going after Slay. The first thing he tweets out is his numbers and his individual stats. It's like, dude, what are you in it for? Like, are you a team? You're obviously don't care about the team because you're tweeting out your individual stats. Like, what are you guys playing for? You know, is it? It obviously is not for the team.
Everybody that's rooting for a new quarterback change, I'll say this because I said it to you guys this week. Just be ready. Be ready for a whole new team that you're looking at. AJ is going to say, "I want out."
No, it's not at the point to get.
No, but I'm saying it hurts, dude. If this team implodes like they do, Barkley, he ain't signing after 2 or 3 years. AJ's gonna want out. Who else? Who else do you think?
If you're saying Jalen's going, it's a reset. Right. It's a whole new team.
It's a reset, right? So if people that are like think that, which we know we have one, right? I'll call it out right now. AB, right? He thinks it's great to move on from Hurts. You might as well then you're going back 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, like don't give me this rookie quarterback that he said you could draft a quarterback and they're going to be good year one. They're not going to be good enough to have a quarterback then. They're not going to ever be worse enough to get Arch Manning. And you're thinking of $107 million of dead cap money that you have to pay him.
Yeah, I hear you there, but I'm not. How he figures that stuff.
$107 million is a little different than Wentz's 33.8. This is almost a fully guaranteed contract. This is totally different.
Well, fully guaranteed. That's where you gotta rely on a rookie quarterback.
Dude, even at $107 million dead money, you're cutting a ton of talent.
We just said it's going to be a reset. Who are you going to keep?
If this season explodes like it did last year, you have to look at the draft. You have to. I mean, let's say they go 2-2 these next 4, right? And you're sitting at 500 still.
Right.
Your division's still in play, but
so what are you saying? You got to draft a quarterback?
No, I think you're looking at the draft though, and you're starting to strategize. You know, hey, like, maybe we should start thinking about draft picks and where we sit at in the draft.
Well, they picked Jalen as a surprise second-round draft pick.
Yeah, but you're assuming you're going to hit on another like that. That's going to start. It doesn't happen.
No, what I'm saying is they picked him as a surprise out of the blue.
Also,
second-round pick.
If they're sitting,
may do it again.
If they're sitting at that position at that time too, does Howie look at the trade deadline as an escape for some of these contracts, like Slay or even Jordan Davis? Could he be a guy that?
But he's not really making it.
No, I know, but he's not doing anything for you either. You know, do you?
He had a sack this week, right? He's
Jordan Davis,
or no, last week. That's right.
But I mean, I think the deadline. I think Howie starts asking those questions like, "Hey, these guys aren't producing like
guys like Lane."
I don't know. I don't know what goes through Howie's mind. I don't think he's trading Lane, but
I don't see that.
But I think
nobody's going to take.
I think
nobody would take Lane.
You're not. Oh my God! No!
Dude, turn his mic off. Nobody would take Lane Johnson in the trade deadline.
Let me explain. He's coming to the end of his career. Nobody knows how many years he's going to play.
Like Jim just said, a playoff team that's in need of an offensive lineman, especially right tackle, will take Lane Johnson.
If you were to trade him now, yeah. But if you wait till after the season is over, he might only be playing another 2 years. He's already sold
Do you guys all agree that if Hurts leaves, AJ's out? You might as well forget that.
I don't.
Yeah, I see a rebuild coming if Hurts
and Brown doesn't. And Brown wants out.
I just said I see a rebuild coming.
Brown, Smith. Why are they going to say?
Unless
you're getting a Jaden Daniels, which everybody thinks. Which let me remind you guys, it's only week 4 with Jaden Daniels. We need to relax.
Contract, so there's that. They're not.
What's that stopped Hassan Reddick or any of these guys? Has that stopped anybody?
Not quite as bad as the NBA, but
yeah. Right. I don't think contracts matter. Like I think guys are going to want out.
I mean, you're telling me Arch Manning wouldn't be pretty sick though for the Birds?
It's not. You would have to get the first pick, dog.
Be pretty cool.
You're going to get the first pick?
Maybe. I don't know.
What are you ready to?
How he can work his magic?
Yeah,
dude. Can you imagine doing a podcast with them for a year for 0-18?
But we're tanking for Arch.
It doesn't matter.
That's our Super Bowl
for Arch.
That's for that. Put on a shirt,
T-shirt,
dude. Wildwood Boardwalks would be making millions off that.
How far? Like, let's say, do you really think he's not the quarterback right now? Next year at this time,
if Hurts is the quarterback.
If they go,
how solid are you? Are you in the
I'm like,
90s?
yeah,
If they
I'm
don't
in
make the
90s.
playoffs,
I'm
if they
in
don't make the
90s.
playoffs, this hurts the
Yeah, I
quarterback.
think Nick's gone. And
If they don't make the playoffs, depending on the reasons why,
Everyone's
he's got to
healthy.
be horrible. He's got to be horrible.
but he has
He's
been.
gotta be
He has been
horrible.
couple of 2 days. The last couple
Say,
weeks, 2
say
weeks,
his
yeah.
this track record continues. They're
3
500
picks a
team.
week, 2
They
picks.
miss the playoffs.
He's still a quarterback. Like,
If the-
you
if-
said they had a team exploded last year, I don't think they exploded last year. I think we sat here and watched those games and said, like, all right, they're winning,
By the skin
but
of their
there you
teeth.
can see cracks in the foundation,
Yeah.
and they just slowly fell off towards the end of the season.
How confident are
carried
you that
through
they
this
win
season.
next week against Cleveland?
I'm not confident.
No, Cleveland's bad.
It doesn't matter.
I mean, dude, I don't know.
Nick Chubb coming back?
Yeah, that's he's
Yeah.
practicing.
I was joking with
Deshaun Watson has
You didn't
looked.
see
He's not going to make a difference.
Deshaun Watson has looked better. Like,
They
yeah.
haven't scored over 20 points this year.
Didn't they lose
Oh,
to?
well, then book it for next
Yeah.
week.
35. easy,
Yeah.
First
Oh,
time
by
out.
the way, remember when we were talking today and you were like Crosby on Wally Vegas? Did you read what they said? Him and Pierce are at odds. That could happen.
Who said that?
It was a beat writer
Because I
that
saw
said they
there
know
was
that.
an interview with him and I don't know if it was Aaron Angel.
And he had an
somebody a couple
eagle in
weeks
his
ago.
quote at the end of
That's
this
not
thing.
bad, but come on, he's talking about
You want to
the
take
story.
him?
Oh no, I'd take him, but he's not leaving. He's not leaving.
I don't know. What do you think?
He was giving Antonio all kind of praise in the video.
Do you
in an
think?
interview
Do
I
you think
saw.
they
He
make
loves
a
it.
move at the deadline? Is that where you think this
The
goes?
Eagles,
Move for
A
what?
pass rusher?
But who
they
would
need
you go?
somebody.
I'm sure somebody will be. Does Miles Garrett become available if Cleveland's really
Who would
bad?
be able to
You
trade
can't
for
afford Miles Garrett.
No, but I'm just saying. Somebody like that. I'm not saying
Any of
him.
those guys on the last year of a contract?
Yeah, there is a guy in Dallas.
Yeah, but they're not trading him here.
Is he going to be healthy?
How long's he out?
Hey, he's friends with Slay. You know, maybe they
that-
recruit each
yeah.
other. You know,
How long?
Look. I'm all for guys being friends. Like, right,
Yeah, but going on the podcast and then talk.
and doing
Dude,
that
that's
is
a
not-
locker room
Not
thing.
during a game.
You didn't see what CJ said? He's like, damn, there's there's tension now.
laughing about him.
There's tension
That-
now.
That's bullshit during a game.
That's
During
like
a game,
you guys going
I
to
want
Edge
you
of
going at
Philly
each other's
and ripping at
throats.
me. But Edge of Philly's
no, we're
RIP.
talking about Slay on the podcast.
Well, that's
That's like you
bullshit,
going
too.
on Edge of Philly and talking about me. RIP Edge of Philly.
I would love to do that.
No, but I'm saying that's you don't do that.
I get you. I get what you're saying.
That would be like Bryce
Yeah,
Harper
that's bullshit to
going
do
on
that.
a podcast with
The Nationals.
You know,
not even
he's-
national.
he's
like
not going on a
like
player
a
from
great
Seattle.
podcast.
him and Alonzo getting on there.
Yeah,
and yucking it up together.
He's not going on a player's podcast from Seattle or Carolina or Jacksonville. He's going on the number one rival of this team
This town.
and this town.
Yeah,
And
but
he's
Barkley,
doing what he's
I don't
doing.
like. Do you
That's
like
the
Barkley
problem.
saying stuff about the Giants, how great Neighbors is, and all that stuff? Does that bother you? Because
He played for them. He played for the Giants.
That stuff's different. Like players want to praise the other guys, and this guy's playing really well. I like his game. I'm okay with that.
players do that.
Getting on there and laughing about how you sucked ass
Yeah.
is not. It's not a good look.
Do you think?
It's not a
Do
good
you
look.
think? Would you think about getting rid of him?
Yeah,
Right?
I would get rid of him
He's
yesterday.
He's number one on my list.
I would get rid of him yesterday.
Do you think he's part of the culture problem?
Yeah.
Yes.
He saw.
Yeah, I agree. He is very.
And I hear what Nate's saying. Like, what else are we going to put out there?
He's
But
still
I'd give one of the
an
other kids
okay corner, and he produces when he needs to. I don't even know if he still produces,
the
but
whole.
I kind of agree
It's
with
not
your
hard
dad
to
too.
be good
Manning's
on
not
the
starting
second.
on Texas when he comes back. Ewers going to get that job. You really think they're going, or do you think they go back to Manning?
no, they're going to go with Ewers.
He's got like 3 more years left, doesn't he?
He's only. his
Yeah,
only
I agree
second
with your
year.
mom. Don't need a new quarterback, just need him to play to his potential. I totally agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, I'm a big Hurts fan, but there's a lot of things that, like,
Really? You're a big
the
Hurts
whole
guy?
thing with the fumble, dude, you can't not know what's behind you. That's a
That's-
problem.
That's the
It is
decision making
awareness.
stuff.
That's
what
so,
you
yeah,
need
his
to-
awareness. I think he's also got a little cocky, dude, with this new deal.
Brody, you're a Madden guy. What is awareness? What is his awareness?
I don't know. He
Who's?
Hurts.
Hurts.
I don't know.
It's got to be low.
Yeah, I don't think it's high. I can look.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, it's hard to judge him until we see what happens.
Yeah, I reserve judgment until he's got the fully healthy
Because
offense
if you
back.
think about it, we were saying how he had that really bad interception against the Packers the first drive, but then he played really well the rest of the game.
I got.
Remember the fumble was Cam Jurgens' fault. That was
Yeah.
the bad. So like we were saying how great they looked in the remember when they got Brown involved and they got
Yeah.
Barkley involved. So what I'm envisioning, and I
Down in overall.
and I could be living in a fantasy land, but what I envision next week is we start to run the offense through Saquon. We get Barkley, we get Brown going, and it's going to start to open up things for Smith and Goddard. And you're going to see like more. The thing that Hurts needs to do, that he needs to get the ball out quicker, and that's on the offense. Like Kellen Moore, like run slants. Everything doesn't need to be a straight down sideline to sidelines. Just boom, dink and dunk, dink and dunk, dink and dunk, dink and dunk.
Part of Hurts' game.
I mean, he dink and dunked in 22. Look at the Super Bowl.
We used to do slants with AJ.
Right.
Stop with the RPO. The RPO, it's either a penalty or it's a terrible play. Don't do the RPO. No, not at all.
Well, the problem is that read option is that I think the Eagles live in this fantasy land where they're like, well, we ran Barkley a few times, so if we fake it to Barkley and Hurts pulls it, the offense is going to be – it's hard.
He just needs to give it to Barkley.
Right, right. I think that's part of the problem. Part of the problem is your first 2 plays from when you start the game is Barkley. Let's see if he gets 6, 7, 8. Then you go
I don't
again.
understand why he's not featured early on. Why are they waiting to get him involved in the game?
I guess because
get him in a rhythm.
How much you want to make a bet that the first play when we go against Cleveland is a pass to A.J. Brown to get him going? I'll bet any amount of money.
Yeah, I
could be.
Wouldn't disagree.
Yeah,
a little 10-yard out.
Let me
but I agree with Brody again. Like why in a Super Bowl we're using the slants for A.J. and Devontae? Why are we not doing it anymore?
I have some different. It's still related to Eagles. Do you have a problem with them not practicing during the bye week?
I have a problem with them not playing the starters during the preseason. I think that factors
especially with the way they've been playing recently. I think it's a big issue that they don't practice during the bye week.
They're not practicing at all? Is that an NFL rule?
No, the Chargers practice this week. They're on a bye. They're practicing.
Well, I kind of agree with Deacon.
It's optional, but players showed up to practice.
I kind of think that not playing in the preseason is starting to affect them.
Yes, big time.
Yeah.
It was a problem last year, too.
And we didn't change it.
Thank you.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yeah, all I got, whenever I would say that, oh, you're an old timer, shut up, Dan Campbell, blah, 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 blah.
That was
and now all of a sudden I'm right. Huh?
He said, well, that's still true. But, like, the other thing is, where did the players that we saw, again, back to what Brody said, like Isaiah Rodgers, right? No, even as much as we don't like Devin White, dude, like all of a sudden he couldn't play. Like it's just weird. They looked okay in camp. White looked good in camp.
Before we came on here,
you
said Huff, and I completely forget that Huff is on this team.
Right?
Because he's done jack squat. Nothing.
Yeah.
He had one Harry last
He hasn't done anything. No one's
didn't
done anything. Josh
didn't he
Sweat
play
hasn't done
18
anything.
snaps against the Saints?
Dude,
I think it was 18 snaps against the Saints. I don't know what it was.
Nate, is it time for
But
to unleash
18.
Jalen Hunt?
You
see what
he's
got?
getting what, 55 million?
He's getting a shit ton of money
Yeah,
for doing
for
nothing.
18 snaps doing nothing.
Do you just unleash Jalen Hunt and Patrick Johnson and be like, hey, can you guys play?
You got to start figuring something out.
I mean, is he even dressing?
Yeah, he played a few times.
Can you slide him in the linebacker?
I mean, I'm being serious. I'm being serious. Why couldn't you is Devin White just burned all his bridges and they're just trying to get rid of him?
I don't know what's going on there.
It's
very weird.
No, because why not?
Puzzling.
Yeah, but why not use him as an exclusive pass rusher? Because that's what he was a really good linebacker in Tampa, rushing the passer.
Yeah, but blitzing is different from being just an edge rusher.
No, I know, but you can't. You're telling me there's not packages where you use him just to solely go after the quarterback?
Fangio's supposed to be some type of genius. He's not
figuring
it out.
Well, that's the other thing too. You know what?
He refuses to play special teams.
Fangio also helped us during the Super Bowl. Look how that got us. Maybe we shouldn't have been so excited about Fangio. Who were we going after originally? What do we want? The Michigan defensive coordinator? Who was somebody that there was a finalist for somebody else that we liked for decent? Oh, the guy in freaking Tennessee that ran the secondary here that we got rid of. What's the defensive coordinators that was in Baltimore? He was an Eagle. And then he took the secondary job, and now he's the defensive coordinator. He ran the secondary here when we went to the Super Bowl.
He was an Eagle player?
No, he was the secondary coach.
I remember.
He's the defensive coordinator
I remember,
now for
but
the
I don't know
Titans
his
and
name.
their team. No, I'm gonna look it up right now because that's gonna piss me off. Defensive coordinator of the Titans. He was a young quarterback coach, African American guy. I can't think of his name.
Talking about, yeah. Can't think of his name. I know who you're talking about.
Was it Corey Youngman?
He was before, I think, because he was bad, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Denard Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, guy from Arizona.
Right.
He came from Arizona.
Right.
All right. Yeah.
ESP said that firing Sirianni would be a mistake.
Well, he's an idiot.
Yeah, of course he
Why
did.
would he
Tell him to wear his tight soccer jerseys. He's making a soccer fan.
It's too late in the bye to fire him now. They're not firing him.
You think if they lost,
till the end of the
if they
season.
lost to New Orleans, you think he was gone? 1-3?
They were
No.
going into the bye.
No.
The way
I agree.
No.
Yeah, I agree.
No. He's made the playoffs every year.
don't matter.
Yeah, it does.
But does it matter for Doug Peterson? He won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, but at least they waited to the offseason.
It was,
How many Super Bowls did Bill Belichick win for the break for the?
I
Patriots?
know. And they didn't fire him in season. It
Yeah, but
was
they told
after
him
the
in season he was gone.
How often does
Every
a
coach
coach
is fireable?
correct?
Except
But how
for James
often does a
Franco.
coach get fired
Except for
in
James Franco.
season? Especially a coach who's made the playoffs the previous 3 years, including a Super Bowl appearance. Not
Did he
many.
really make the playoffs
Not many.
last year?
Yeah,
Who
I
made the
remember
playoffs?
watching them in the one.
Where did the
Okay, but
playoffs-
they made the playoffs.
And you saw the problem with that team last year.
Absolutely. I was
I don't know
during
how
the
they,
10-1 streak. I
how they
wasn't comfortable with
reevaluated
it.
that whole situation and said, "Yeah, we got to bring Nick back." There was nothing he did last year that made him look like he was
Well,
trying to make.
look
that team
how
better.
long it took Lurie to decide to bring him back.
That's what I'm
It took a
saying.
couple weeks.
Which means if it takes
They-
you that long,
They
to
were
decide,
thinking about it.
he should
Yes,
have been gone.
and that's
Yeah, but
when
I
it
don't
should have
think
been done.
Belichick's the answer
You
either.
bring
I'm not
him
saying
back.
Belichick's
Maybe
the
if
answer.
You bring
Vrabel-
him back, and it's
maybe
not going to
Vrabel-
happen in season.
Maybe if you want to fix the defense, you bring in a defensive minded head coach like Vrabel, and you say, you know what, Kellen Moore, you take the offense. Maybe that's the answer.
All right, that first quarter went long. We beat that to death.
Yeah, well, I'm pissed off still. Now you guys got me more pissed off. I was over it.
I'll get over it. It's good. Let the heat flow.
Talk about State College.
Who stinks?
Go over the list.
There wasn't a lot last week.
Yeah, well,
maybe,
we
maybe
definitely.
dismissed them.
I definitely said a lot.
New Orleans stinks. Illinois stinks. Beetlejuice stinks. Dotson stinks. Devin White stinks. That's my list. That's all I said.
What? Dude, he's missing a ton. I definitely said Avonte Maddox stinks several times.
No, I didn't see.
All right,
stinks in the
blows,
chat.
stinks,
Well,
ducks.
maybe yeah. I look for stinks.
How many of them were ass?
I'm
There was
typing
some
in
ass.
stinks to
There was
say.
some ass. There
There's
was
some ass.
Yeah.
Cut that one and clip it up.
I'd rather see Bradbury Dotson flat out stinks. That was
There you go.
DJ.
Yeah.
Did you put the defense?
It wasn't. It's
DJ
got
said-
it.
No, DJ said the defense stinks. When was that? Sunday, I think.
Sorry, I missed that.
Oh, what do you guys feel about like the whole thing that Hurts is dumb quarterback? Like AB's status about that. Do you guys all agree?
Done or dumb?
That he's dumb. Or do you think it's not?
I wouldn't say he's dumb. I mean, you don't go to Oklahoma and
You're
Alabama
two
and
big
be dumb.
programs. You know, and you know the whole coach's kid thing. You're going to learn something.
Yeah.
whether you're-
Yes, exactly.
Do you think he's dumb?
Who?
Hurts.
No, dumb.
Dumb. No, I don't think Hurts is dumb.
D-U-M-B.
Do you think you might have overreacted a little bit in the things that you said Sunday? That you now it's Thursday. You take back about how you feel about Jalen.
I don't remember what I said.
You said a lot.
I
I don't
misremember.
plead the fifth. Oh.
I'd have to. I
Do we
don't-
have a cliche of the week for Hurts?
Well, he said. What did he
Stick
say?
with the main thing
No,
for-
you know, he
Oh,
said that.
we have our moments.
Yeah, we have our moments, sir.
Yeah.
That's all. That told me everything I need to know. From what he said in the summer and what he said now, there's no way fixing it. It's like a marriage, dude. You're in because of what? That's what it seemed like to
Staying in
me.
for the kids.
Yeah,
Ah.
or the money. Seriously, think about
Yeah.
it. What else is there? Like, what? How many more things does Hurts have to say to it? I mean, I think Hurts is starting to make it clear. Like, I'm not happy with him. Like, if Sirianni comes back, does Hurts be like, I want out of here with a no trade?
No. I think
Me and AJ are a package deal to
if you're,
Las
looking,
Vegas.
if you're looking at Jalen and he's still your franchise quarterback, I'll give Nick. He's made the playoffs 3 years, but he's not a big enough name for me to say, all right, I'm taking coach over player.
I think Lurie
No.
would take player over coach.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Did you say, all right, Jalen, you want a new coach? We'll get you a new coach.
Yeah, it's
Well, they didn't do that to Wentz.
the players.
Wentz didn't want Doug.
The players rarely get fired. It's usually the coach or manager that gets
So
fired.
do you think Hurts gets another shot if it's another coach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Hurts is back next year regardless of who was coach.
Yeah, he'd have to-
After next year, all bets are
Oh,
off.
this is bad. Active streaks without a 3-score win. Panthers 31, Patriots 29 games, Eagles 23 games. No other team is over 10 games.
That's good.
So we haven't won a game by 3 scores in 23 games.
Oh, Brewers 1-0. Bottom of the 7th.
Who
Yeah,
is that?
Pat Sweeney just posted that, so he's getting a quicker feed in Australia
Well, he's
than
got.
we're getting here.
Well, I
Something's
mean,
wrong with that.
We're on a
Well,
delay.
Jim's got to pay cable bill.
Well, Australia's also like 12 hours ahead of us.
Oh,
Wait,
stop.
in the future.
So they know who wins the World Series
Come on,
right now. Jeez.
Stop cheating.
Yeah.
In other words, you guys want the Brewers.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't want to. Why do you want to? Why do people want to?
Because
All right.
I think it's more fun.
I get the rivalry
The
thing,
Brewers
but
are
like
pretty good, dude.
the Brewers are good.
I said, you act like the Brewers are bad.
No, they're not bad. But I just
We swept the Brewers here, but then they take 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't like the
The only
idea
thing
of
I'll tell
playing
you
a
right now
division
is they
rival.
don't have. I don't think they have the pitching to compete with us.
All right, we'll get into our Phillies talk.
We're not now.
We'll get into our Phillies.
No, I mean right now they're gonna have to go with their 4 starters.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
right after this, they have to go with their.
I don't even know who their starters, to be honest.
We got Deeks events and sports.
Oh
Today's
God! All right,
Halftime.
then we'll get into the Phillies. We got
Everybody
Phillies.
get up. Time.
I gotta get a drink.
Go get a slice of pizza. Actually, you could probably take a slice of pizza, go to the bathroom, take a shower, and wash your hair. And it'll still be on the first page.
Take care. Wash your hair.
All right, on this day in sports history,
Deke got naked.
1904.
Come on! Let's go! Bang! Garrett Stubbs.
Are we ready?
Mets.
OMG! Oh my God! OMG! Purple Monster! OMG!
Don't bust on purpose.
Frank is probably having. Oh my God! Let's see what Frank's live reaction is.
Go ahead, Deke. I'm listening.
Thank you.
Sorry.
You know, in this day in sports, the Mets are going to go down.
1904, New York Giants pitcher Chrissy Matheson strikes out 16 Cardinals in a 3-1 Giants victory, setting a new major league record for strikeouts, and finishes the game in 1 hour and 15 minutes.
That's
How
not
many
bad.
strikeouts was it?
16.
That's pretty good.
What's the
I
record?
would have got a hit off him.
At least 20.
Randy.
Mark, I think Mark
Oh,
Pryor from
that's
the
a-
Cubs has it at
Who
20.
is it?
Oh my God! Is that Mayton again? Who's
In
the pitcher?
1920.
Yeah.
Yo, show a little respect for your elders in history.
Right now, I'm watching Paul George. Right?
Go right ahead. Just keep it down. 1920, the American Pro Football Association later becomes the NFL, plays their first full round of games. The Dayton Triangles beat the Columbus Panhandles 14-0 in the first official game at Triangle Park in Dayton. The 1950 Philadelphia Phillies choose not to request an MLB rule on eligibility of star left-hander Kurt Simmons to play in the World Series, despite being on furlough from the Army. The Phillies get swept by the Yankees 4-0 in the World Series. In 1951, CBS TV airs the first coast-to-coast telecast of a prize fight. Here you go, Pat, with Australian light heavyweight Dave Sands outpointing that American Carl Bobo Olsen in 10 rounds at Chicago Stadium. And also today's date, 1951, was the shot heard around the world with Bobby Thompson hitting a 3-run homer off of Ralph Branca of the Brooklyn Dodgers in the bottom of the ninth to give the Giants a dramatic 5-4 playoff win and National League victory. 1970, the first umpire strike in Major League history, lasts a whopping 1 day during the LCS in both leagues. And they presidents recognized the newly formed Umpires Association and negotiate a labor contract. 1971, American tennis star Billie Jean King becomes the first female athlete to win $100,000 in prize money in a single year. No, it's not.
You got how many left?
Billie Jean is not my lover.
Dude, Jim, I said fact, sports history fact of the day, not facts, facts.
1972, Steve Carlton wins his 27th game after beating the Cubs
Was he a
11-1.
Philly in 72?
Yes, he was.
All right, that should be your only fact.
27 wins out of a team 59 wins for 46% percentage
Tyrone
lead.
Walker would do better than that.
In 1974, 39-year-old Frank Robinson becomes Major League Baseball's first African-American manager when he signs as a player manager for the Cleveland Indians, agreeing to a 1-year contract estimated at $180,000.
That's why he did it, Nate.
That's messed up.
Here's another black guy for you, Nate. On this date, 1995, O.J.
Oh,
Simpson is
95.
found not
Oh,
guilty
yeah.
of murdering Nicole Brown and
Here we
Ronald
go.
Gold.
You got you.
That was today.
Play the audio.
Yes.
That's the best one you
Yo,
have.
play the audio. Can we play the audio? I like the audio of that.
Uh,
Lead the defense. Find the
In
defender.
1997, the
Playing
first NHL game outside of North America has the Vancouver
Jim
Canucks
played it.
beating the Anaheim Mighty Ducks 3-2 in Tokyo. 2001, San Diego outfielder Ricky Henderson scores a run in the third inning. The Padres 12-5 loss to the Dodgers to tie the MLB record of 2,245 runs scored, held by the legendary Ty
In the
Cobb.
matter of the people of the state of California versus Orenthal James Simpson, case number BA097211. We, the jury, in the
2004
Golden
Seattle
Timeline,
Mariners
Virginia,
Japanese right fielder
Orenthal
Ichiro
James
Suzuki
Simpson, not guilty of
adds
the
2
crime
more
of murder
singles and a
in
3-0
violation of
defeat to
Penal Code
Texas
Section
to finish the season with a
a
major league
felony
record
upon
of
Nicole Brown
262
Simpson, a human
hits.
being, as charged in count 1 of the information.
Yeah. This one's
Superior Court of the State of California, County of Los Angeles, in the
This
matter
one's
of
for
the
you,
people of the state
Smitty.
of California versus Orenthal James
2012
Simpson.
star
We, the jury, in
Portuguese
the above
striker
entitled action
Cristiano
finding defendant
Ronaldo
Orenthal James Simpson
scores
not
his
guilty of
first
the crime of
Champions League
murder
hat-trick
in violation of
for Real
Penal Code
Madrid
Section
4-1 win against
187A, a
Ajax
felony
in
upon
You're being so rude and ignorant right now, Smitty.
No, I'm just. This is the announcement.
OJ Brown. OJ
2021, the Cleveland Indians win their last game under the Indians' name, beating the Texas Rangers 6-0. 2021, the Phillies relief pitcher Hector Neris strikes out 3 Marlins, setting a new franchise record of 520 in his last game before becoming a free agent. What?
Hector Neris has a
Harris got a
record.
record with the Phillies.
New franchise record of 520
520 what?
strikeouts,
Yes.
probably as a reliever. Certainly not as a starter.
Yeah, that's
He's
not
there.
2000
that long?
a cup of coffee.
2021 Tampa Bay Bucks quarterback Tom Brady becomes the NFL all-time leader in career passing yardage in a 1917 win versus the Patriots at Gillette Stadium, passing to pass Drew Brees' high of 80,358 yards.
Wait,
That's
Drew
a
Bled-
mind-staggering number.
Drew
Brees.
Bled's. Oh,
Breeze.
I was gonna say
Tom
Brees
Brady
definitely.
beat Drew Brees.
Yeah.
80,358 yards. And that today, ladies and gentlemen, is the day in sports, October 3rd. Can you track them for me, Brody? Thank you very much.
him out? Oh my god! You have them in scrap.
You sound like you're my mom now.
Dude,
Dude, you just-
Jay Simpson
On this day in 2024, Deke Martin killed 25 trees because he's
For 4 stats.
2 of them were meaningful. Like, oh my god!
You did great. All right, that's the end of quarter 2.
Actually, it's over
And
that.
Are you serious?
wait, we going to college picks?
Go to
I
college
didn't even
picks.
make my pick yet, but I'll make them live on the air.
College picks.
Do you want to look at the? Can we get the standings, or do you want me to give them to you?
I can tell you I'm in second place.
No, I want to give the standings.
The standings. Oh, for us?
Who's in
No.
last?
Dude, no, it's here we go.
It's probably me.
No, I don't think
I
so.
think you have 6 wins.
All right,
Sounds about right.
Smitty College football pick'ems right now. Brody 13-10. DJ 16-7.
Certified Baldorf.
Deke 11-12. Wait, Deke 11-12. Jim 11-12. Smitty 17-6. So this week, right? We're going to week. Why is it not showing?
Wait, who was in last? Jim?
Yeah, but I can't. It's not letting me
I
get.
think we were tied. We were both 11 and 12.
Week 5, Missouri at Texas A&M.
I wanted to take A&M,
I didn't do it yet, so
but I took Missouri.
that's what I'm. Okay.
Mizzou.
I
All
feel
right.
like Missouri's a team.
Michigan
that's
at Washington. Michigan at Washington. Right now, Washington's a 3-point favorite.
What?
I'm undecided. Yes.
Michigan.
I wanted to take Washington, but I, did put Michigan.
I think Michigan's just gonna
SMU at. Whoa, pause.
found the rock.
All right. SMU at Louisville.
SMU.
DeVille.
I didn't do it.
Okay. Syracuse at UNLV without their quarterback because he's
Rebels.
okay.
That's
Like,
still
they don't
good.
like Syracuse.
I took the
No,
Huge.
UNLV.
I took the huge.
I'm
The
changing my
huge.
pick.
Rowan at John
Changing my picks.
Rowan, because it's football, not
And the
lacrosse.
biggest game of the week, undefeated Valdosta
You
State
didn't tell me that.
at shorter undefeated.
Oh, all right.
Valdosta State, because I'm not shorter.
Short Kings, shorter.
That's not what your wife says about being short. All right, I haven't made
Where
my
are those schools?
I haven't made my picks. I don't know.
Wow. Pat Sweeney throwing out a dig.
What do you say?
When will Penn State play a ranked team?
They just did last week. What's he talking?
Barely.
Do we want a Penn State update?
Yeah, Jim, give us.
yeah.
It was a good time.
How was your cult meeting?
It was a whiteout. No hoods, but it was a whiteout. And Smitty, I'm not making it up. Franklin got booed at introduction.
That's fine.
He got booed.
All right, 4-0. Let's get this
4-0.
week. Let's keep rolling.
USC this week,
No, this
Or
week
UCLA.
UCLA, then
What
USC.
was the attendance?
109.
They didn't get to 110. Sad.
That would probably be.
Poverty.
Would that be a whole season into attendance at Westchester? 110 in one game,
No, that would.
or would that be like
that
that?
would.
seasons.
That
That
would.
would be.
What's
probably be
tenfold?
5.
That would be
Is that
tenfold.
as many
Probably
as you get for a
5
prep
years.
game in 10 years?
What, 110,000
Yeah.
I don't even know if 109 kids have graduated from Westchester in the history of the school.
109,000?
Yeah,
Dude,
bunch
what?
of dropouts, bunch of losers, bunch of nerds.
I think it's been around since the 30s or 20s.
Penn State.
No,
No,
Penn State's been around since
like
1855.
1800. Westchester's, I think, 1920s.
Westchester. Yeah.
Yeah.
They've
Nobody
had.
ever graduated from Westchester. They just slowly fade away.
I mean,
He's the one.
Right, that's a
Yeah.
seven.
I'm one of the numbers,
You're
so
about
I got
250,
I got a piece of paper at home that says I did. So most expensive piece of paper I'll ever spend money on.
It was good
More
being
than
back
that.
up there. It was good being back up there at Penn State. It was fun.
Good time.
Good time. Nothing else to say.
What do you think
Go to-
about? What do you like, Drew Aller? He didn't have a great game, but he's
Didn't have
got
a
the
great
NFL arm. Singleton impression.
Yeah,
How
I
long-
mean, it's
Singleton and
Here's a
Allen.
question for you: was it easier or worse to get in and around there as opposed
Big
to an
hand.
Eagles game with traffic?
Oh God, it's horrible.
So
there.
we the game was 7:00. We went over like
Did you walk or drive?
9:30. We drove.
You drove into the
We
park.
drove in.
Was it easier or worse than getting out of an Eagles game?
It was easier.
And there's way more people,
Yeah, it was.
and it's a
easier.
sports-packed area because you're at a college campus.
Yeah,
I would think.
the way the lots are broken up, though, it sends the traffic. They do send the traffic the way they would kind of like in Philly.
Yeah.
It's a little quicker, a little
Yeah.
more organized than Philly.
Yeah.
But
Hmm.
the tailgate scene was different too.
Hmm.
I mean, they were
So
a bunch-
where are we
bunch
at
of
now?
college
Are we
kids.
in the quarter 3 now or 4?
I hope-
We in the red
I
zone?
hope 4.
Fourth quarter, there's
Phillies?
there's no game to predict.
You got your-
Let's get in the right.
You got your Take October Parkwood shirt on?
You only got
When's
Yeah,
OG
that's
versus
Parkwood.
AI?
You said to take a,
Nate,
yeah, you got
Nate,
that.
that's going to come back to haunt them.
Why?
Only getting 2 runs, and you have bases loaded.
OG versus AI.
Oh, I got.
OG versus AI.
Just asked. It's kind of like a question. That's it's whatever.
No, let me. Do you want
My
me to
friend
give it to
just
him?
actually asked our group chat, which I thought was really good. What pitcher has the most wins in baseball, but has never won a Cy Young award?
Cy Young.
Damn,
All right, give him some else.
Come on,
All right.
dude.
that's stupid.
I need you to provide me.
You got another one?
Yeah, I got one for you.
Chalk up
It's
another
a-
one for the OG.
This is a six.
That wasn't AI. That was
This is a Sixers question.
Whose stupid
Hold
friend
on,
was it?
watch this, dude. I got him right here.
Uh-huh.
This is a Sixers question. I'm going to provide you with the starting 5. I need you to tell me the college that they attended.
Oh, that's tough.
I already know. Joel Embiid,
UMass.
Oh, I
Tyrese Maxey. I'll give you Caleb Martin, Kelly Oubre.
And B went to Kansas.
Okay, that's one.
Maxie.
Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
Kentucky. That's about it.
No, keep
I-
going.
No, I won't be able to get the other.
Kelly Oubre, you watched.
Yeah.
We went. I think. I don't know. You weren't at the game, but I was at the game where when he played. He played against Temple, and they lost.
Martin.
Dude, Kelly Oubre played with Embiid at Kansas.
Okay, fine.
All right.
Dude, I don't.
Martin was Nevada.
Outside of the city, I really don't
You
watch a
don't
lot
even
of
know where
college
Paul
basketball.
George played?
No.
I could,
Fresno State.
Better yet, I don't care.
Well, yeah, you'd have lost.
Paul George went to Fresno State.
Yeah.
No, the official question I got correct. So
That's
suck it.
Nah, I'll think of another one. Come back to him.
Yeah, give him
Go
another.
back to another subject.
Well, I wanted to get into Red October. Close it out.
Let's do it.
Something positive.
I like your shirt.
It's the only Red October shirt I have.
It says take
I
October.
got one right now. Okay, I got one.
No. Don't.
Hey, I got it. Or do you?
I got it. Galaxy Brain has it. All right. The Phillies just won a division.
DJ.
The Phillies just won a division for the first time since 2011. They beat in the game to win the division. They beat the Cubs. Who did they beat in 2011 to go win the division?
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
Galaxy
I already
Brain.
know.
Yeah.
Yep. You're done. Rode up the bus. He's done. Let's go, Hammer. Come on.
2011.
Come on, Jody Hammer. I'm undefeated. Let's go.
Florida Marlins.
No.
You're out. That is
No,
the
no.
Washington Nationals, and
No.
I knew that
Okay.
before. Brad Lidge, double play.
I had a feeling it was going to be in the division.
Yeah, well, you lost. Mark it
think
down as a loss.
I think you're losing right now.
No.
I think it's 3-2
No.
AI.
3-1.
No.
3-1.
No.
AI's going.
No.
It was 2-1. I got.
No. The first week I got.
Yeah, that was the
You
one
won.
week you won.
Yeah, you didn't.
All right. I just got another one
No,
with
Dumb friend.
Yeah.
5-11.
That don't count.
no, he lost 2 tonight.
No, and I got one the other week too. The second week.
What is Paul
I
George's
don't know.
nickname?
I just see I got AI right there, 2-1. I don't know.
What's Paul George's?
No.
I was thinking
That's
of
wrong.
playoff
That's
bid.
wrong. We got to start keeping an official
What is,
count.
all right, I'm going to give you a tiebreaker. What is Paul George's nickname?
I have no idea.
Currently on the Sixers.
Better yet, I don't care.
So he lost.
Where's
It's the next guy that's not going to do anything.
PGA.
where's Johns Hopkins University located?
Baltimore, Maryland.
Is it Johns or Johns?
Johns.
Johns.
Johns Hopkins.
Johns.
Smoked pot with a Johnny Hopkins. Is it Baltimore?
Yes,
Oh, okay.
Where was Snapple T. Bruden?
a kettle.
All right, so it seems like we all want the Brewers to come in here, the way we're cheering.
I don't care.
I don't want all those stinking New York fans down
Yeah,
there. Because you know
You
that.
guys are scared. Get a
No, I'm not
No,
scared.
I'm not
just
scared.
hate
I just don't want to
seeing
deal
them
with it. Yeah,
Scared.
just,
Admit you're a little scared of the Mets.
no, I'm a little scared of the Brewers. The Brewers are good
I'm
too.
scared. You guys are scared of the OMG
I'm-
purple grimace.
I'm scared of the whole National League. These
I
bats
was-
go ice like they have in the last 2
Yeah.
years.
Do you
Padres
expect
and
them to?
Dodgers.
I don't expect them to. I don't want them to.
Do you think they win it all this year?
That's a
I'm not
lot.
ready to say
That's a
that.
loaded question.
I'm not ready to say that.
Loaded question.
All right. How long do you think? How do you see the NLDS going 5 games? Hold on.
Mhm.
If they win their first 2 in Philly to go 5,
No, I think it goes 4.
that's obviously.
Phillies and 4.
Nah, it'll go 5 if they win their first 2.
You think?
What? Really?
Yeah.
He's dumb. Dude,
Why?
Wait,
oh
They
my
only
god.
got to win 3.
Dude,
yeah,
that's
that's
a
I'm not
premise.
gonna, no.
They
It'll
gotta
go
win
4.
one more.
It'll
It's
go
gonna go-
4. It'll
I
go
think
4.
Phillies and 4.
Phillies in 3.
Who's going to be the
Oh,
who's
Nah.
going to be the standout star of the NLDS?
Your boy.
I go with Trey Turner.
Nah, I'm going Nicky C.
No, you're going to curse him, dog. He don't like you.
Nicky
won.
He
C.
doesn't like you, dude.
He loves me. He knows.
You ready for this?
JT.
I got a wild card.
JT.
Wild card.
Stott.
That's a good one. Or Marsh.
Nah, not Marsh.
Why? Marsh has been hitting bad lately.
Nah, I just something
Or
about him.
Kevin Haynes.
That would be nice if somebody hit Harper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If he gets going,
You don't got to worry about Bryce Harper.
I
yes,
know,
you do.
but
yes, you do need to worry about it. Look at last year. What are you talking about?
It's Bryce Harper.
Oh, okay. Did that work in game 6 and 7?
Did anybody work?
Did it
game
work in
6
game
and 7?
4, 5, 6, and 7 in Arizona? No.
They won game 5.
Did it work in game 4?
And I think Bryce had a home run, or Schwarber had the home run that game to win it. It was 2-0 or something they won because of 1 home run.
Yeah, they came back 3-2.
You guys
Is that what it
expect
was?
the
Yeah.
bag to be electric? If they get,
Absolutely.
Is the Pope Catholic? Dude, like what?
Is the Pope hitting his hat?
dude, if they get Milwaukee, you're not going to see a single Brewers fan.
No, you're not.
Nah.
That's why I don't want
No.
the Mets to be
Yeah.
here. I don't want
They
to
because
see them stupid.
Philly
Blue
people
and
will
orange.
The energy for Milwaukee will be cranked up, but it would be over the top if it was the Mets.
Does
You
that
might
mean
get
you want to see the Mets there?
Huh?
Does that mean you want the Mets just to see the energy?
It doesn't
Energy
matter.
doesn't win
Not-
you games
no,
here.
not
pal.
necessarily. It's not. It doesn't mean I want to see the Mets. I don't care if we see the Mets. I don't want to see Mets.
It also means the Mets have advanced in the playoffs. I want to make fun
I
of
want
them.
to see them
Yeah,
get
like
crushed.
I want to see
them
them.
end 17
I
to nothing
want
tonight.
I want tears. I want to see Frank Fleming absolutely ranting on his social media later.
7 pairs of glasses.
I want tears. I want rants. I want it all for Mets fans. Okay,
You
and
want
not
him,
the good kind.
you want him gnawing on whatever he's got hanging around his neck.
Yes.
Lego piece.
Yeah. I hope he calls out a Barstool tomorrow. I hope he stops his walk for a day.
You might see some Brewers fans.
Yeah, you'll
Is it
see.
the
it.
weekend?
Yeah, a
Is it
few.
the
Yes,
weekend?
yes.
Milwaukee's what? A 10-hour drive?
Is that tonight?
Yeah, 14 minutes.
Yeah.
Play live.
He can't even sit in a chair. His ass is taking up 2
Come
chairs.
on, he's trained.
He is trimming down
Yeah,
with
he's,
Phil.
he's lost $150.
Yeah. I know you can't tell.
He's
But
all
yeah,
advanced.
he still can't find pants that fit him properly. It's ridiculous.
Do we want to touch on the Knicks trade? That went around a little bit.
Who cares? The Knicks are the
Lost
Knicks.
for both sides.
Lost for both
That's
sides.
a rare take, I think. Because usually there's always a winner.
Team chemistry.
Carl Anthony Towns is soft like Charmin.
Here's the thing: Tibbs is going to run that team into the ground. Like he don't believe in subs.
Wait a minute. Are you saying that you think the Sixers would beat the Knicks?
I think the Sixers are the second best team in the East.
Behind Boston.
How many years have we said that?
Yeah,
25.
Right.
But dude,
And how many years have they gotten out of the
you
second round?
haven't had, like,
never.
Zero.
like Caleb Martin. I think he's a bigger addition.
Well,
than
you can
people
never
want
go
to give
against
him credit.
Martin. Can never bet against Martin.
No, seriously, Caleb Martin was.
He's
huge
actually
in
a cousin of
in the
ours.
Celtics. Yeah, well, you don't know.
We're working on getting him on the show.
Yeah, okay.
Bring him in.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
I
Maybe
mean,
Did you
I
have
expect
another
Maxey to take another step. I'm serious.
I think Maxey's a really special. I mean,
How
it's
many more
obvious.
steps does he have left in him?
To go
What's
29 to
his
30.
ceiling?
He's only
What's his ceiling?
21, 22,
No.
23. Okay.
What are you talking about?
Dude, he's
He's averages 25. He
He's-
can't get 29 to 30.
taken some big steps.
So what's
You
another
don't need
one?
to tell me. You guys are the ones who wanted to trade him for Dame Lillard.
I never said that.
This one did.
I
Did I?
never said that.
Yeah, shut up.
Dude, I say a lot of stupid
You and
things.
AB,
I
you
lose
wanted
track.
Dame
I know.
too. And you were going to give up Max. Maybe you weren't. Maybe you weren't. But AB and you definitely were.
I say a lot of stupid things. All
Well,
right,
that's
like
true.
you know, I lose
Would
track.
you give up Maxey now to get Dame?
No.
Not now, no. Yeah,
Maybe you're going
that's
to give up Maxey to get Dame 2 years ago. Would you still now?
probably not. Probably not. Not a definite not. He's Maxey's
Maxey's a star.
he's an all-star every year now. When you think
Yeah.
of him, like you don't
The
trade
chemistry between him and Embiid is ridiculous.
Yeah,
Is
now
it a hot take to say that
Yeah.
he's the number one star on this team?
nah,
No, it's Embiid.
as long as Embiid's here.
It's Embiid.
I just
No.
I got that on camera.
He's like,
Honestly,
oh no, my dad's
honestly,
taking the time.
You know what I really think's going to happen at any given night. You're going to see one of George, Embiid, or Maxey. Like I don't think Maxey's going to have a game where he has 15. George is going to have a game where he has 15, and Maxey has 40. Like you're going to have nights where George is going to go off. This is
That's
a
what-
really
that's
big
what should
problem to have.
happen.
If your team facing the Sixers, you have a huge problem. Like think about it. If you would have got natural production with Tobias, think how far you would have went. But if Tobias could just give you 19 points a game, how far does this team go?
Oh my God, they would have won a
Right.
championship.
So you don't think Paul George can give you 19 a night? That's my theory of why I think.
I
don't
think-
Hasn't he had trouble staying on the court the last few
Yes.
years?
not last year.
Did he? How many games he played?
74. And he shot 45% catch and shoot threes. Imagine what he's going to get with
Here's-
Embiid
So
and
I
Maxey.
just can I just wind back 2 years ago when Harden came on and everybody
Yeah, but
told me
Harden's
about
a different-
Harden's going to get you 30, 40. He's going to give you 15
Yeah, but
to 6.
Harden's
He's
a
gonna run the
different
floor.
look because at that time Maxey wasn't a star. You have 3 legitimate bona fide stars.
bona fide.
You don't think
Bonafide?
Bona fide.
Harden his flowers. I don't care what
I'm
he
not
says.
Screw Harden.
He's not getting a
Screw
single
Harden.
pedal from me.
Not that.
He's going 2 games in Boston, but done with that.
MVP without Harden.
Correct.
And,
I do agree with
and
that.
Maxey is not the player he is without Harden.
Yeah, because Harden took him under his wing and showed him a
Exactly.
lot.
Max even said it.
Yeah.
He's
Give
not.
Harden his
He's
flowers.
not getting a pedal from
Wait a
me.
minute.
Is that why you?
Single pedal?
Yo, Nate, is that why you wore that shirt
They
tonight?
act like Paul George isn't a star.
I think he is a
I'm
star.
not saying he's not a star. I'm saying it's the same thing with this team
I don't-
every year.
Cue the song. Cue the
Yeah,
song.
but you got Caleb Harden.
Super teams don't.
I don't. Do you consider us a super team?
What else are we?
Boston's maybe a super team.
But they're not homegrown.
I don't know. First, I don't.
Some of them, yeah.
Two.
Too. I mean, a couple of their guys are.
Who's the other superstar that's not homegrown?
Derek White.
He's a superstar.
I don't know. Yeah, he's not a superstar. I mean, he made the U.S. Olympic team.
He's not
No,
a
but-
superstar.
Because Tatum was like,
There's a
go,
look,
but I don't want to play.
Look,
Yeah.
as much as I know you don't like Maury, right, and rightfully so, he's made some moves that haven't worked. Think of
I
all
just
the.
don't like these guys that are so
I know, but
overhyped
think-
and then they.
I think
I know,
you're
but-
missing the biggest.
I know,
I
but
think you're
hold on.
missing one of the bigger moves.
Jack
I
Drummond.
mean, yes,
Yes, a backup for
a
a beat.
legitimate backup center
Yes.
now is Drummond can start. He did start.
Best rebounder ever.
Yeah, that's what he says. And you know what? He might
Dude,
be.
they laugh at Eric Gordon, but Eric Gordon, no.
Rebounder.
Eric Gordon.
Dude, his numbers say
Eric Gordon
otherwise.
also-
Better than Robin.
He averages like 11 a
He's
game.
not better than Robin.
Yeah. Eric Gordon off the bench in 5 to 10 minutes is fine.
Eric Gordon is Jim.
No, he's
like,
not.
who's
Dude, he
like,
got
no
11
offense to Jim, but like,
I'm
They
taking.
say that.
like, come on,
Take
Yeah,
Jim.
like,
Eric
points
Gordon
He's
in the
nothing
woodshed.
now.
Gordon, it's
Who's that guy they traded?
guy
for?
from France.
Yeah, the guy from France. I'm trying to think who's on the bench though.
You're only
Ricky
gonna
Council,
Ricky Council be
Kyle
Hey.
Lowry.
KJ Martin.
Isaiah
Lowry.
Cannon.
Oh my god, I forgot we have Kyle Lowry. I'm back in.
AJ
Lowry's back.
I'm
AJ
back,
Martin, Andre Drummond.
They brought KJ back. Right?
Yeah.
You want his jersey?
Who else they got?
His jersey?
You look like you would rock a Kyle Lowry jersey.
Lowry.
Like 20 years from now, you're gonna have a Kyle
I gotta
Lowry
get your
jersey.
belly bigger. We're gonna do that.
Who do you think's the first one on the bench? Gordon? Gordon?
Drummond.
No, we're talking about scorer. Gordon.
Oh,
I mean, he's right now. Your first person on the
Drummond.
bench.
6 man is Drummond.
Who is our bench? There's somebody else we're missing that's on the
Oubre.
bench. No, Ubre's going
Who?
to start.
Over Caleb Martin?
No, it's the rookie.
It's going to be Maxi.
Oh, Jared
Dude,
McKee.
it's going to be Maxi, Ubre, Martin,
Is he
and
a
B.
one or two,
George.
You know? Huh? Is he playing one or two?
I think he's two.
Okay.
B said McCain's been looking
He's
really
That's
good.
what we're saying.
But
He's
he's a
either.
small 2 guard though.
Yeah.
Wait, Nate, actually, you got to be in on this. We made a decision. If they win the finals,
Yeah.
We're painting the
No,
nails.
else for McCain.
Okay.
all right.
If they
back.
win the
See,
finals, that's weak.
What?
You should be painting them before they get into the finals. But you got to show commitment.
All right, fine. They get
Well,
me
if
some.
that's played, I'm not just gonna pay my nails. Do shit. Come on, just pay the nails.
All right, that's fair. But like,
Pay the nails, like
if they win the finals and he contributes, I'll pay my
Nate,
nails.
who are we missing? You're
I'm going to change my middle name.
That's true.
And you guys are
Legally,
painting
Guys,
them.
we're missing somebody off the bench. Who are we missing?
No, I don't think we
There's
are.
no, we are.
The French,
There's a player on
the
there.
French
There's a name.
Dr. J,
No, there's a name that
No,
came in that
Council, Gordon,
KJ
look
Martin.
up the roster.
That's what he's
Reggie Jackson.
Oh my god, he's like 45 years
No, he's
old.
not.
He's still wearing the
42.
goggles. 42.
They'll be all right.
do we have Reggie? When we-
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying, dude. Our bench is.
Oh, we're the
Bench
Clippers.
is old.
We're the Clippers
Yeah.
East.
Ricky Council, dude, can play.
Yeah, Ricky can.
We're the Clippers East.
So who's the 5? Is Ubre what?
It's going to be, I think the starting 5
Darnell
will be
Mooney has
Oubre,
2
Maxey,
touchdowns.
Caleb Martin, and Embiid and Paul George. That's pretty good.
So when you put Ubre at the
Who?
No, they said Martin will start before Caleb because he started in Miami. He can guard the bigger guys.
17-7. I should have bet the over.
They
I
said
bet
that.
you.
I mean,
It's already at 24
he's
That's some bad matchups in certain places though.
or 34.
Right,
I'm sorry.
talking about the Sixers.
Because where's Tatum?
Caleb Martin 6'5", 205. He's bigger, 205.
Where's Tatum play? Like if you match him up against
He's a 3.
They probably.
I think with
switch
Paul
over.
George. I think
Yeah.
the 4 because what's his face retired, right?
Horford?
No,
No, he
that
didn't
was-
retire.
he didn't retire.
Oh, that was BS.
Yeah, he
What's
didn't
first?
retire.
What's Boston's?
Porzingis,
I think you're just center.
the unicorn. Horford.
Who's your four?
Horford.
Who's
Or no,
the-
Horford came off the
Jaylen Brown.
bench.
Tatum Brown.
Oh, Robert
Porzingis,
Williams.
White
No, he's
and,
gone. He's gone.
Holiday, right?
Yeah, Drew Holiday.
That's the 5.
Yeah.
Tatum,
Yeah, dark,
Tatum
like,
Brown.
small lineup.
Porzingis,
Horford,
White, and
Horford
Holiday.
came off the bench.
You.
Hello.
Not much.
I still
So-
think Boston's the best team in the East.
Last point on the Sixers. No Chinatown, like I said from the beginning.
It's Market Street.
No
Though. Still
Chinatown.
downtown.
It's not going to happen.
So where do you think it's going to go?
It's not. It's
They
not.
signed a contractor. What is it?
Oh, Derek White starts.
Contracts are so easy to get out of if nothing's been paid.
How do you know it hasn't been?
Well, I'm sure the mayor's been paid, but
You don't think the mayor's been taken care of?
that's what I'm saying. I'm sure the mayor's
She's
been
smiling.
paid.
She looks like she's been paid.
But,
Taken care of.
she's happy. Yeah, she's happy to get that deal done.
She was looks like she had an hate with Money Moss.
All right. Anything else? We can finish watching this baseball game. Watch the football game. Almost over.
Yeah, it's the bottom of the 8th.
All right, so Phil's Saturday, 4:08. Do we
I'll be
want,
there.
do we want to give
You're going? Nice. Did you get the lottery or you just bought tickets?
I know a guy.
Oh, not well. Forward his number along.
Yeah.
How much does it cost?
It wasn't too
To
bad.
know the guy.
Lower level, third base.
Yeah, this could actually be good news for us.
Hold on. I want to hear who he is.
That's a
cheat.
frat.
People are going to drop the prices.
Are you bringing your son?
No, my wife.
Okay.
My wife is a big Phillies fan.
Wait, when are you going?
I'm going Saturday.
Do you know prices are going to drop now at the Brewers? People are on the secondary market.
Yeah, probably because everybody was expecting in New York. The
33
New York
row,
fans.
26 seat, 16 and 7. I could have
Nice.
How much did you pay for them?
They were.
You don't need to put his personal business out here.
Oh, did you get them? You got them in the lottery?
I got them cost.
Oh, nice.
No, you won the lottery?
Nah, my
You don't know
co-host,
anybody.
my co-host niece works for the Phillies.
Oh, nice.
So
You could've got us-
they're 180.
Shit, Paul's niece walks worse.
No,
Could have got tickets from her.
She reached out to Jill too. And said,
Really?
She had row 4.
They get them every year.
Playoff
But-
tickets.
Yeah.
My wife's.
Why the hell did we do something?
She needs
I'm
to
not
give
gonna
me
get and be like, yeah.
because it was
These
it was
dropping
seat
tomorrow.
like 3 and 4. I was like, is that close to the
Oh, yeah, the
house?
flags.
Nah, it's like more in the
Yeah.
middle.
You got? Are you off for Rosh Hashanah?
No, you
That's
go
what I
down.
said.
I was
That's
gonna
what
say,
I
can you
said.
pick me up one?
Which one do you?
Yeah.
But these are
One's
16 and
out.
17,
Yeah,
so
it's
she
really
said,
All right.
We should go down.
So that's cool.
I'm
So
not.
we
They're
can
gonna be
get
sold
out.
Oh,
out.
here's the
Yeah.
list.
I thought about it.
Had a guy.
But it was
Look,
220.
The list has been released. Dude, look
Playoff
at the
game.
But yeah, it's a playoff.
Yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
There's a list. The date list has been released.
Breaking. All right, Bob.
All right.
It's the
Danny Lovato,
Are you on it? Are you on it,
it's the
Smitty?
top of the ninth.
Yeah,
Top of the ninth.
Smitty, you
There's
want
no
it?
predictions to make.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Eagles win. They beat the bye.
Easy win this week.
7 white
Uh,
cards, Smitty.
Take the overs.
Take the over.
Evan White.
Patrick Mahomes, Brittany Jackson.
All right. And until next week, be excellent to each other. Okay. Bye-bye.
No, did you get hammered? Really? Did you get hammered?